Hey, it's me. I hope my lipstick not too loud. Yeah, I know I can't see myself, but another issue, another day. I'm your nosy neighbor lady. It's your nosy neighbor lady show, and I was thinking, I saw a video. I didn't watch it. I just saw a video title, and when I tried to watch it, I really couldn't. Most of the videos I found on this subject was from the perspective of black women, and the black man panel that I did hear talking about this, the niggalese was just aggravating me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was so aggravating. I guess this is the aggravation stage of my channel where I want to be here, but I hate the topics and I hate it. Okay, but I want to be here. So, is it obtainable for black women to find a good Christian man or a church-going man or a God-fearing man? A lot of times we think about church and men in churches, we think about men who go to church with their wives. When people say, I want a God-fearing man, or I don't know if they're necessarily put single on there, but I've been in church many, many years. I'm not anymore. I actually don't believe anymore. But I do believe that whatever you believe in can work for you, wherever you are, whoever you are. But I feel like there were never any really single black men in church, I guess, unless they were kids, and those are not men, or unless they were teenagers coming with their mother. But it was always a thing about 14 or 15 where they're like, I'm not going to keep making them coming. I'm not going to keep making them go to church. I ain't going to keep making them come to church. And then you see this big gap, where they don't come to church for a long time, or if they come, it's to visit with their girlfriend or their kids because their mom wanted to come on like Easter, or sometimes we'll see black sons in church for Mother's Day, but these are adult sons or thuns, you know, as referenced here on YouTube. But it's just like, is it possible to find a good black Christian husband when there are no real single black men who attend church? A lot of them have wives. A lot of them have jobs at the church which keep them going, like the piano players and the musicians. Sometimes they'll play clubs at night and get paid to go to church that morning. And yeah, those people are paid. They're not doing it out the kindness of their heart. I don't know if black women know that, but just thinking about the guys was saying, how could we look up to a pastor who is really like a pimp? You know, like I said, I watch clips through the panel that the niggalese was talking niggalese. And it was just like, can a man who sees a pastor as a pimp or a player? A lot of pastors are former drug users. A lot of pastors are former womanizers. A lot of pastors become pastors later in their lives, you know, and then it's just like, is this really a real goal, or is this just something black women say because it sounds good? You see, because we have a dynamic where black men say, I want a good girl, I want a working girl, I want a girl with a low body count, I want a girl who doesn't dress like Keke Palmer, I guess, but they really want a baddie. They really want girls with lace fronts and lashes and titties everywhere and booties everywhere, but they tell black women they don't. And black women believe it, maybe, sort of. But anyway, I use that as a reference to say, is this something black women just say? Oh, I want a good Christian man, but really they want a thug. Really they want a hood nigga. Really they want to be shaking around and throw across the room and to break up the makeup sex. You know, really they want to get piped down and choked at the same time. So is this just something black women say to cover their real wants and needs or intentions for a man in a relationship? You see? I like this video if you can. If you don't like it, I totally understand, girl. If I knew me, I wouldn't like me either. I'm just kind of used to people not liking me. That's kind of been a staple of consistency in my life, especially black people. So I'm not really surprised. But likes do go a long way on this show. And I hate that I'm such a terrible sarcastic bitch. And we curse on this channel too. This channel is 18 and older. But when thinking about pastors and pimps and preachers. I was a time on my channel where black women kept watching my old Christian videos, and I'm like, why are they watching these? That's so weird. They're so old. But I think black women are wrestling with their religion, and I think that black women are wondering, where is God right now, or how is God showing up in my life? And then I also wonder when black women say, oh, Jesus is my husband, God is my husband. Like, was God or Jesus a black dad substitute for fathers not being in the home? You know, did Jesus make it possible to feed your children? Did Jesus make it possible to keep your lights on more than the person you procreated with or had a baby with? You know, and then some people say Jesus being people's husband is, you know, when they go into that sexual stuff, and because he's really your brother. And I really don't get into that because that's not my thing. And I don't think Jesus is my husband. I'm single till I'm married, and I don't have aspirations for marriage. But and then I just also think about in church, when black men are in church, a lot of times it's more musical in the choir, or the praise dancing leader. But we have women who do these jobs as well. But a lot of time when black men are in church, is concerning the entertainment portion, the music, the instruments, you know what I mean, the choir, the performances. And I think that they do a good job for our LGBTQ shout out. But it's like, if black women are trying to obtain a black husband, would a black church be the place to go? And this is just a serious question for black women, and I think black women think about this, and I think black women do want a Christian man. But we did do a video of black women want a Christian man. They're Christians of other races, where you might actually feed the needy, and you might actually have a real loving relationship that has a foundation of Christ. We know that when black men can choose the streets and or family life in church, they usually don't. It's very rare that you find a young black mother and a young black man who come to church with their children. Those people are usually PK kids. If you do see, because their family pushed on them a Christian way. Of course, they still have problems, which everybody do. And that's what the black men on the panel was like. Well, they want you to be perfect, and I'm not perfect, and I know the pastor not perfect. But I think kind of with men kind of standing there hearing the men say that, I think it was a jealousy there that this pastor is getting all this attention and they're not, because they're nobody or never worked for anything or obtained anything. Whether pastors or preachers or pimps, or whether they went to seminary school, I think black men are very hateful and envious of each other, i.e. why they take each other off the earth all the time. So I think a black man seeing a black man walking his purpose, if that's what, for the intentions of this video, we'll use that, will he resent that black man? And then of course people know pastors get that coochie thrown at them like they superstars, and I could think there could be an envy there with black men and black pastors. But a lot of time when men are in choirs or men are in church, it's because they're old and their wife drags them there. Because trust, when they was young and their wife was going to church, he wasn't going with her. You know what I mean? So, and I had it even in my family. It was funny. My auntie didn't go to church, but my uncle did, and they were married. But my uncle went to church. My auntie, she went shopping. So, I don't know, you all. I hope y'all find a love that y'all think about or dream about, but I just really wonder, is it obtainable? Is it a real goal for your life, or do it just sound good? What is the pool like? When you're dating and mating and looking for marriage, you got to look and see, like, are those people there? You know what I'm saying? Or the man, but you can think, oh my God, I'm so stubborn, I'm going to get what I want, I'm going to get it no matter what, I'm going to get it. And it's just like, it's okay to get it, but if it's not to be got, or it's not on the shelves, or it's not at the church. Even when I was in church, I didn't mess with church guys. It always became this weird competition of, I know more scripture, I'll scripture you. Even me, I know the Bible, but I'm not going to scripture you to death. I can paraphrase or summarize a verse, but scripture and title and that, never got into that. But I definitely know the stories. But I found that it's a competition of who's more Jesus, or shunning Jesus on you with me and who from church. And then I find that schemer, scammer who plays piano or who plays the drum, who's like screwing all the women in the church too. I guess for that groupie fascination that women just have in them, period, when they see a guy he don't have to be a real superstar, but just a man that other women want. And music do make people, who doesn't like an artistic guy, who don't like a guy who play the guitar, who don't like a guy who play an instrument, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, guitar and other races of people, but what are y'all, drums? I guess I'll say drums for black people. But it's just like, I just wonder, is it obtainable? That's all. I'm not saying you wasting your time, which my other personality might think that you could be. But it's not that. Excuse me. Yeah, it was like cooler last night. I felt it. But not saying that for this video. I think. But really, I just want to tackle this issue. But it's so many black men who just don't even go to church. I had 2 boyfriends who actually later found out they didn't believe in God. And I'm like, why would you let me talk about God if you don't believe in it? And not like, oh, they control what I talk about. But it's like wasted breath. If I'm discussing God with a non-believer. But I do think black men use religion as a manipulation tool. I believe that with my whole heart. But it's just like, even my one boyfriend, you don't believe in God, but you popped up in my church. Like, why you pop up in my church? Manipulation tactic. He wanted me to really think he was in it to win it. So, and I looked like a worthy investment. If he believed or not, I was a worthy investment for his future. So, it was worth manipulating me for. But he didn't even tell me he was coming. It was so weird. It was weird. Ugh, it was weird. And I just thought about all the women in there, like, oh my God, we got somebody to screw tonight. Because he could be the type. He was the type. No, but really, it's just like, I just think, is it realistic, you all? Or is it just because religion has been forced on black women, and black women should turn the other cheek and forgive 77 times and watch what they say and close their legs? But black men don't have to forgive. Black men take vengeance out on the black community every day. Black men don't have to turn the other cheek, you know. They don't have to take care of their families, you know. They don't have to get married. They don't have to close their legs. They don't have to lean on God or lean on the Lord or lean on the word. So I just think all this stuff is pushed on black women. But if you're looking for a Christian man, I don't want to crush y'all dreams and y'all get any more mad at me than y'all already are, because I know y'all mad at me right now. And that's fine, because I get mad at y'all. And it just be like this sometimes. And it's really frustrating as a creator to see that we're not even gonna go there, but stay innovative and creative. I'm your nosy neighbor lady. This your nosy neighbor lady show, and I just want you to find who you are and what you want for your life this summer. We still have time, and I just hope y'all find what you like and what you want to do and who you want to be, what your goals are for your life and your relationships and your future. I'm nobody perfect. I'm just a regular girl, and we'll figure it all out tomorrow, I guess. Stay lovely, stay elegant, stay wonderful, stay exuberant and vibrant, stay magnificent, and I don't know, whatever, creative, innovative. And I'll see you later. Bye.